Alright, what I'm going to go through in this video is this spreadsheet where this is a list of items that came over from Voyager, and they were withdrawn in Voyager and migrated to Alma. And if you look at these records in Voyager, this one called Northern Frontiers of Roman Britain, the item status in Voyager is withdrawn. In Alma, it came over as a process type of technical migration because Alma doesn't use item statuses. So when you pull this up in Alma and you look at the item record, you'll see process type technical migration. And so what we're trying to do here is to mark these withdrawn by moving them to a shelving location of withdrawn, and I set up a shelving location for both Hightower and for Guillebeau. And so what we're going to do is from here you're going to and you're in the institution zone, and we're in this scenario number 1 from Guy Frost's handout on how to withdraw items. And so in this example, we're using a withdrawn location, and we're looking at a record where we have holdings that are linked to a network zone record, and other USG institutions own this title as well. And so what we're going to do is we search for it, and you'll notice in the image here that he's looking at this in the network zone. So I'm going to click on my blue-headed man, and that will pull up the network zone record, and then you click Edit Record, and you want to unlink your holdings. So you do that by clicking File and Copy to Catalog. Actually unlinks the holdings, and you can see that when you go back that you don't have the icon that toggles this record back and forth between the network zone and the institution zone. So going back to the bib record now, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the inventory icon. Oh, excuse me. We're actually going to pull up that in the institution zone now that we unlinked it, and we're going to go to we can go to Holdings, and then we can go to Actions, Edit, and we're going to change our shelving location from General Collection, which is the second floor stacks. We're going to highlight the 852 field and click Edit, Open from Editor, and like I just said, we have a withdrawn location in both Hightower and Guillebeau, so you don't have to do anything with the sublocation Hightower. Just leave that alone. You're going to change the shelving location C from General Collection to Withdrawn, and then save it by clicking on the blue diskette. And if you go back to the All Titles page, where you're looking at the record in the institution zone, you'll see that we changed the shelving location from General Collection to Withdrawn, and that shows up here. The next thing, though, that you need to do is suppress the record, and a lot of these on this spreadsheet already came over as suppressed, but in the case where they haven't, then what you do is, again, you can go back to your holdings record, and we're going to go to Tools and Set Management Tag and click on Suppress from Discovery, and that puts a yellow check mark here. And you're going to want to do the same. You're going to want to save the record and then open up your bib record by clicking on the View Bib Record icon. And you're going to let me just open it up in one page here. You're going to click on Tools, Set Management Tag, and Suppress from Discovery. And again, that puts a yellow check mark there. And then you're going to save the bib record. And what that should do is put an eyeball with a red line through it to show that the record was suppressed. And that suppresses it from discovery in GillFind. So if we were to look up this in GillFind, yeah, let me go ahead and just copy that. Okay, for Gordon State College, it didn't find any physical resources, but it's still at these other 3 institutions. And let me go back here and do network. And that's in fact what we see here. It's a Georgia Southwestern State, Georgia State, and University of Georgia right here. And for held by, it doesn't say my institution here anymore because we unlinked it. And so that's the other way you can tell that it's unlinked is next to held by, it doesn't say my institution, and also you don't see the icon there. And so at this point we're done. We've changed the shelving location to withdrawn, and we suppress the record from discovery in GillFind. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to withdraw volume 14, and the item we're doing is Israel Pocket Library. So if you look at this in Voyager, you'll see that it's a multi-volume set, and this is the one that we want to withdraw. In Voyager, it has a status of withdrawn, but they come over into Alma with the status of technical migration. So that's how you identify, well, beside the fact that you know what the item barcode is, that this is the one we want to withdraw. So the procedure here is from the All Titles page, you can click Holdings, and then you have to add new holdings. And incidentally, okay, on the list of holdings page, you'll see the number of items is 8, and the number available is 7, and that was because, that was because this one right here came over as technical migration, and that's going to be withdrawn. And so that one actually says item not in place, and the other ones all say item in place. Okay, so if we go back to our list of holdings page, you're going to click you're going to click Add New Holdings. and highlight the 852 field and click Edit, Open Form Editor, and the other ones were all at Hightower, so that's what I'm going to select for the sublocation. And for the shelving location, I'm going to go ahead and click Withdrawn, and then click the Save Record icon. And you'll see it changed the location to Withdrawn. And now we have another holdings record, and it doesn't have any items in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to move volume 14 into this holdings record. So what we do is we click Actions and View Items, and then I'm going to select the item that I want to move to that holding location and click Change Holdings. And then I'm going to select the new holding location that was that's withdrawn, and then click Select. And it says one item successfully moved to other holdings. So now I've got 7 items in second floor stacks and 1 item in the withdrawn location, and that 1 item is not available. So we're going to go back and take a look at this record. So you'll see that we have this particular item is in the withdrawn location. Our institution zone record is still linked to the network zone. Where it says held by my institution, the other 7 records are still going to be searchable. Whoops. But what we'd like to do is to go ahead and edit this particular holdings record and suppress it. So we're going to go ahead and from the holdings record, click Tools and set Management Tags and click Suppress from Discovery, and that'll put a yellow check mark here. And then I'm going to click the Save Record icon. And so now if we search in GillFind, the volume number 14 is going to be suppressed. So when we click Get It, it should not display volume 14, and it does not. So it displays the other 7 records that are available, and volume 14 is suppressed. And so that's how you would handle withdrawing an item that's part of a multi-volume set, or there's more items attached to, there's more than one item attached to a holding record.